Hello everyone, welcome back to Mohana Astrology. Rajshri here again. Today's discussion is about Mars's transit in Taurus and how it's going to impact our lives, how it's going to manifest for us. Now, there is a secret behind this transit of Mars, and I would like to discuss this with all of you. So have patience and watch till the end to know how this energy is going to impact our lives in the coming few months and even beyond. Mars will transit to Taurus on 10th of August, and this begins Mars's long stay in Taurus for 6 months. Normally Mars stays in one sign for about 45 days. So in between, Mars will move to Gemini for a month or so and then come back to Taurus. And that's how this entire transit is becoming 6 months and 1 week long. Mars will be in Taurus till 13th of March of 2023. Then it will permanently move to, it will leave Taurus and move to Gemini for good. So Mars's stay in one sign for half a year is a big deal. There has to be something that Mars wants to convey here. There has to be something that Mars, along with positioning of other planets in the sky, is trying to tell us. Let's find out what that is. Now, what is Mars's energy in Taurus? It is a more practical Mars than an impulsive Mars. Taurus signifies wealth. Mars is the protector. Taurus signifies assets, and Mars is the significator of land, property. So while being in Taurus, Mars will try to protect the available resources and the material assets. A feeling of, I need to protect my wealth, I need to protect my territory and assets will prevail in people's mind. And as I discussed earlier, Mars in Taurus is not a fairy Mars. It's not the impulsive Mars. It's the determined, persistent, and kind of manipulating energy that Mars will exude while in Taurus. So Mars's action and Taurus's stubbornness will give rise to goal-oriented focus in people. So whatever you are up to, you will make sure that you get it by end of this whole period. During this time, your passion, your sensuality, and your sexual energy also remains very high. It is a good time for creative pursuits as well. In the natural second house, Mars's aggressiveness, Mars is anyway an aggressive planet. So its aggressiveness comes out in the form of direct speech, harsh words, and tough talk. So more than the swords, more than the weapons, it's the words that can hurt others during this time. Now, I'm going to discuss something very important, special about this transit. And listen to this carefully. Every 1.5 years, Mars comes to the sign of Taurus and remains there for some time. So why is this transit so special? Is it because it's staying here for half a year, 6 months at a stretch? Or some secret is hiding, behind this entire stretch, and what is it trying to convey to us? The answer is, it's a highly karmic energy for all of us. If you note, Saturn is retrograde in the natural house of karma. Mars activates the second house, and within 10 days of Mars's transit to Taurus, Mercury comes to his Mool Trikon sign of Virgo. Now, Virgo is the natural sixth house. It's the house of Prarabdha Karma. And Mercury is going to stay there for a really long time. It's more than 2 months, which is actually a long time for Mercury to stay in one sign. So, if you see all the karma related houses or the Artha Trikon 2, 6, 10 is getting activated, and Mars is highly activating the second house of materialistic gain, materialistic assets, and also our family. So all houses related to karma are activated, and the fruits of such karma is also powerfully activated. Secondly, Mars from the second house, that is from Taurus, will activate the natural 8th house of Scorpio. Now, 8th house is the house of our our own mistakes that we generate through our karma again. Lastly, check Mars's Mool Trikon sign of Aries. Who is sitting there? It's the karmic planet Rahu. And Rahu is nothing but our, past lives' unfulfilled desires which have brought us to this world. Rahu in Aries denotes a new karmic cycle, beginning of a new karmic cycle for all of us. And note that Jupiter is in the natural 12th house, asking us to let go, asking us to be spiritual and to resort to the Almighty. So all in all, if we analyze the positions of planets as a whole, we can see that a lot of karma oriented energy is taking place. A lot of karmic shift is happening, and Mars is coming to Taurus to deliver that result. These 6 months will bring out the results of our deeds of our past lives to the fullest extent. For some, it will manifest as, severing ties with family, or some, difficult energies around family. For some, it will be the health issues. Some of us may experience undesirable professional changes, and some of us will face unexpected setbacks in life. For quite a few of us, it will be closure of one karmic cycle and beginning of a fresh new one. Now, Taurus consists of 3 nakshatras, that is Kritika, Rohini and Mrigashira. Now, as Mars passes through these 3 nakshatras, the results will change slightly. The results will take the hue of the nakshatras. Now, I'm not going to discuss the nakshatra-wise, change of results here, because it's going to make the video very long. But I'm going to write it in my website. So if you are interested, read that post and you will get to know in full how Mars's energy will be while it will be passing through 3 various nakshatras. I'll put the link to that page in the description box. You can check anytime. Now, during this transit, Mars's 7th aspect will be on Scorpio, and it's a good thing for Scorpio ascendants. But in the natural chart, 8th house is the house of natural calamities. It's the house of unexpected events. So the possibility of earthquakes, possibility of volcanic eruptions, some natural calamities like landslides, etc. remain there. Underwater activities, these kind of things can actually trigger underwater or under the sea as well. There are certain phases during this transit which require special attention, and it would be good to take a note of these phases. Number 1, While being in Rohini and in Mrigashira, Mars will go retrograde. Now, Mars's retrograde energy is a difficult energy. It causes a lot of disruption in people's lives. So I'll discuss that later in a separate video. Here, I just want to mention that the most of the karmic energy that I discussed earlier is likely to manifest during this retrograde phase. Secondly, between 16th November and 2nd December, there will be 3 planets in the sign of Scorpio opposite to retrograde Mars. These planets are Sun, Mercury and Venus. Moon will be joining them between 23rd November and 25th November. Now, these 3 days also hold some potential for natural disasters. Let's now see how Mars's transit is going to manifest for each individual sign. You can check it from your moon sign and also from the ascendant. Let me begin with Aries. Aries, Mars in your 2nd house will prompt you to take stock of your wealth and finances. And it can bother you too. A good amount of inheritance or insurance money, unexpected tax refunds can also come to you. It's a good time for creative pursuits and studies. Father's health needs care. Long distance travel can happen. Try to remain polite when you speak, and health needs care. Taurus, Mars will increase your dynamism and can make you a go-getter. At the same time, passion will also run high. There will be a little bit of impulsiveness as well. Anxiety and temper issues can bother you. Some amount of expenses will be there on yourself, mostly because of health reasons. Property matters will come to focus. If not careful, some kind of deception or loss may be there. For unmarried Taurus people, this transit can bring marriage. Gemini, this transit is a bit tricky for you. On the positive side, Mars in your 12th house will open up job opportunities in foreign lands. At the same time, you need to pay attention to your health. Saturn retrograde in the 8th house is also not helping the situation. Chances of hospitalization cannot be ruled out. Mental anxiety, lack of sleep can disturb you. Expenses will be high. Cancer. For Cancer people, transit of Mars in Taurus can be very positive. Professional progress and financial gains will be there. Getting a new job or chances of promotions are high. Differences with friend circle needs to be handled carefully. Health remains good. It's a good time to have children, or if you have children, they will do well. Leo, this will be a perfect time for change of job. There will be opportunities of getting a high post for the right people. Maintain good relation with your seniors at work to get the best of this transit. Property matters will be positive for you. Chances of change in residence or a foreign relocation also can be there. Mother's health can cause worry. Virgo, travel is on the cards for you. You may go on a long journey for higher education or for religious reasons. Some unexpected event can cause disruption in the travel plans as well. Finances will need attention, expenses will be high, and can happen quite unexpectedly. Keep peace in your home front. Both parents' health can give worry. Libra, for some of you, this transit can bring monetary gains from family legacy or from insurance, alimony, or tax refunds. Otherwise, in general, this phase will bring financial turmoil for many Libra people. Business and partnership can cause worry. Most of you need to take care of health. Injury or surgery can be there too. Married life needs attention. Scorpio. The focus of this transit will be on managing your relation with your spouse and business partners. For unmarried Scorpio people, this transit can bring marriage. Married couples should try to avoid conflicts. Spouse's health can cause worry. If you are planning a work-related travel, there may be some difficulties coming up. Dynamism, confidence, ego, and aggression all will be reflected in your personality. Sagittarius. This will be your time to overcome all opposition, do well in competitive examinations, and gain back health. A job in a foreign land is a strong possibility. If you have children, their health can give some trouble. Increase in temper and aggression will be there in you. Capricorn. Promotion, financial gains will be there for some of you. However, it would be best to stay away from speculative investments. A love interest can convert into marriage. Your creative side will also flourish. You should pay attention to your health and safety and also to your children. Mental worry will be there. Avoid taking impulsive decisions. Aquarius. Professionally, this phase can bring you recognition and high post. Relocation or change of residence is possible. Some amount of restlessness will be there. Heart-related issues can be there too. The domestic front may be a bit turbulent. Property matters will be good for you. You may renovate your home or buy a property. Pisces. Mars in Taurus can bring travel for you. If you are in higher education, this phase will be excellent for you. Mars can give you the required impetus to go ahead with your own venture. You will take initiatives, work hard, and succeed. Quite a dynamic phase for you. Try to keep cordiality with your siblings and neighbors. So everyone, this was my analysis of Mars's transit in Taurus. If you find this video informative and useful, please do like it, share it, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much. May God bless us all.